And I believe we're back live. There's a slow roller to third. And no throw to first. Unable to come up with it cleanly down there at third was Kyle Walker. Probably would be an infield hit or Blake Coleman, the DH. So it'll bring up Isaiah Velasco. First time around, he bounced to second, then he walked in the third inning. A swing and a miss for strike one. Second inning work for Cooper Annan. He comes in with a fastball and strike two on the inner part of the plate. And runner moving. This one is pulled down the right field line and will go foul. And the count will stay 0-2. It's 4-2 Dodge City. Dodge City picking up a run in the first, two in the second, one in the third. And another one pulled foul down towards the bullpen area. Edwin Severio will bat next. Leadoff man aboard, Blake Coleman. On a little infield single, he's moving. And again, it's pulled foul. And Clements went an inning. Spencer Strecker went 2 innings. And now Cooper Annan. He is in for his second inning of work, probably second and final. And another one pulled foul. So I had to get some fresh baseballs in. Kids doing a nice job retrieving those. Another 2-strike pitch, and it's a wild pitch. Breaking pitch gets away, and down the second goes Blake Coleman. Now you have a 1-2 count. And a good fastball, swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Cooper Annan. Be the first out of the inning and bring to the plate Edwin Silverio. Hit by a pitch, scored a run in the second, had a sac fly, RBI in the third inning. And good movement, fastball right back over the plate, strike one. And that one, yeah, tailed in and got him. Fourth batter hit tonight by Batcat pitching. And that'll bring up Paxton Huff. Huff walked and scored in the second. And he popped out the third in the third. And tried to bunt it, and it went right off the plate, foul for strike one. Edward Gregory will follow. We're in the fifth inning here on opening night, 4-2 Dodge City. Runner at first and second. With one down, showing bunt. That was low for ball one. It's 1-1. And goes back to the fastball for strike two. So Annan up in the count, 1-2. And over rotated runners are going to move up, at least the one from third. And it's 2-2. Boy, the pass balls, the walks, the hit batsmen have made it difficult so far tonight for Great Bend to overcome. Those little things, getting runners moved up without sacrificing an out. And now it's high ball three to Paxton Huff. Now your 3-2 pitch runner moving from first is low ball four. And that's going to load the bases for Edward Gregory. Does not have an official at bat, was hit by a pitch in the second inning, walked in the third. Good fastball, a little chopper foul for strike one. And we mentioned Annan from Butler Community College and from Papillon, Nebraska. And then went changeup in the dirt. And it's been a busy night for J.J. Fontana behind the plate. Batcats were down 4-0, got it to 4-2, but in danger here with just one down, bases loaded. That may get a run home, hit well to center. Raza will make the catch. It's going to be 5-2. Everybody moves up, even the runner tags at first. So give Gregory the RBI for the sacrifice fly. He is out number 2. Bringing up the catcher, Kevin Hammond. Hammond in the game is 0 for 2. He is grounded to second and flown to left. Sound like a broken bat to Walker at third. And a nice dig at first by Andrew Yee to retire the side. Well, the A's will add a run on one hit, and they will leave 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-2 at Dodge City. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Scott Hogan with you. I apologize. I don't know what it was. We had some kind of a connection issue. Had to kind of reboot, restart everything up. Hopefully it'll be good the rest of the evening. 5-2 Dodge City. And it's time for the trivia question tonight. Again, I'll give you a shout out here on the air if you're listening. You can text my phone 620-897-7060. And tonight's trivia question, what former Batcat who played at Barton and Grand Canyon University is now pitching at the AA level in the New York Mets organization? That's tonight's trivia question. Again, my number is 620-897-7060. It's going to be Peanut Brazel, Tony Moore, TJ Shaw due up for the Batcats. Brazel singled and scored a run in the 3rd. We'll take strike 1 from Francis O'Connor. He's the 2nd pitcher used after Ryan Pineo went 3. Now 1 strike pitch stays down. It's 1-1. That fastball on the outside corner is a called strike 2, and it's 1-2. And O'Connor bounces one right at the plate in a breaking pitch. We mentioned he's out of Feather River College, several from that college, and he hails from Hawaii. 2-2. That'll be a grounder to first. Colbreth will take it himself. And there's 1 down. And back to the top of the lineup, and Tony Moore. Moore is 0 for 2. He's grounded to second and reached on an error. And under the lights here at Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. And the breaking pitch in the dirt, ball 1 to Moore. Looking for his first hit as a Batcat, and plenty of them as a Tiger. In the fall, he's jammed and pops it up right side of the infield. And Severio out on the grass from second makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up TJ Shaw. It's also 0 for 2. He has popped out to short and flown out to left. And got jammed, and I think that got... I'm not so sure it didn't get the catcher and the umpire on the foul ball. I see Hammond comes out of there, and the umpire. I think that was a double whammy there. Caught a piece of both of them. So it looks like both will be okay. And it's a 1-strike pitch on TJ Shaw. Base is empty, 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. Another breaking pitch missing in. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Mentioned Shaw. He's out of Cochise College. He will take strike 2. O'Connor doing a nice job working the outer part of the plate against the righties. Tried it again and misses down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shaw hails from Henderson, Nevada. It's one to right. Velasco there for out number 3. And the Batcats go quietly in order here in the 5th. So at the end of 5-2 Dodge City. And you're listening and watching a Great Bend Batcat baseball. We're in the top of the 6th. It's 5-2 Dodge City. We'll see our 4th pitcher for the Batcats. It's going to be Jacob Field, freshman righty, 6'4", from Hoisington High School, and he's a Cougar at Barton County Community College. And the leadoff man will be the 9-hitter Ethan Kang. He's been hit by a pitch and flown to center. Field misses down and away for ball 1. So it's Kang, Radcliffe, Colbreth, or Dodge City. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. And Dodge City has scored in every inning except the 4th. Nobody's been able to run a real big inning together. Now the count 2-1, that down and away. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th for Dodge. Batcats picked up their 2 runs in the 3rd inning. This pitch stays down to Kang. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. 5 walks, 4 hit batsmen combined for Batcat pitching through 5. And pounds the inside corner. Nice pitch, nice movement into the righty from Field. Now a full count pitch. And right down the pipe for strike 3. And Kang down looking for out number 1, back to the top to Jacoby Radcliffe. Radcliffe is 0 for 2, walked and scored in the first. RBI ground out in the second. And in the 4th inning, he grounded to second. That RBI ground out was also to second. And that is ball 1. I believe we do have a new second baseman as well for the Batcats. That's where Tony Moore was. That's outside ball 2. We'll try to catch a number. There we did. That's Joey Marker. He's a returner from last year out of Marshalltown Community College. Pitch is outside. 3-0 to Radcliffe. So Marker would be in the number 1 slot next time around. That'll be a 4-pitch walk issued to Jacoby Radcliffe. That'll be Cade Colbreth. 0 for 3 with an RBI ground out. That came back in the first. Colbreth 6'4", 230, and is out of Tallahassee State College down in Florida. Runner moving. It's skied into center field. Razzle went back first. Now is a long run to come in and does make the catch. It will be out number 2. Again, he went back first, misjudged it a little bit, and he had a long run. Able to make the catch for out number 2, and now it's the DH, Blake Coleman. Coleman has both of the hits for Dodge City. He's 2 for 3 with singles in the 3rd and the 5th. And he has scored twice. Again, Big Tent Fireworks, the sponsor tonight. Fireworks after the ball game. And another foul ball out of play right side. That's Jimlo Glass. Boy, that one right where the kids, it's about split them out there along the road. They were just coming back from getting one and just about got it. Yeah, your 2-strike pitch, breaking pitch well outside. And Fontana able to keep it in front of him. Hold the runner at first. I think we also may have a new catcher. Ground ball the second. And Marker over to first to retire the side. In the inning for Dodge City, no runs, no hits, and 1 left. So we'll head on to the bottom of the 6th, 5-2 Dodge City. We'll take a break, and you're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom of the 6th. Kyle Walker will lead off for the Batcats, trailing 5-2. Walker in the ball game, struck out in the first, sacrifice fly for an RBI in the 3rd. And O'Connor, lefty-lefty matchup in the dirt ball 1. O'Connor is not allowed a hit since coming in to start the 4th. Pineo went 3. And Walker on a ball, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another, that one a little bit slower curve down in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Andrew Yee will bat next. And then Carson Umphris. I know we've had some substitutions as well. That breaking pitch is high to Walker. 3 balls, 1 strike. I believe the new catcher is Luke Nohenick. Catcher spot where Fontana is would be after Carson Umphris' spot. And Walker will take ball 4. That's brought to you by Great Bend Recreation Commission, a Batcat Walk sponsors. Now Andrew Yee to the plate. He's 1 for 2 and a single in the second. And he takes strike 1. Batcats and A's each with 2 hits. A's have capitalized on the free passes. Stumbling off the mound that time, O'Connor misses way high. A lot of guys, yeah, he'll do just a little mound grooming. And I think we got a balk. We do. Pitch does not count, and Walker will go down to second. I believe, if I saw correctly, O'Connor just didn't come set completely. Runner in scoring position. And Yee, a 1-1 count. And a swing and a miss on a slider. It's 1-2. Now, long look at second. And that pitch stays down to Yee. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So, little fake throw out the second. Keep an eye on Kyle Walker. And Kyle, of course, playing here last summer. Struggled early on, but middle and late season hit the ball well, and it carried over to Barton. He had a great season. That is a call, the strike 3. That one looked a little bit up in the zone, but O'Connor will get the nod and record his first strikeout. First out of the bottom of the 6th. Number 22, Carson Umphris. And that'll be Carson Umphris. He's reached on a fielder's choice and also been hit by a pitch. And he'll take a fastball inside corner, strike 1. Yeah, a lot of activity out around second. Fastball stays out to Umphris. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one right down at the knees for a called strike 2. So the last couple of strike calls in the upper and lower parts of the zone. That one well down and in around the feet of Umphris. Hammond continuing to do a good job behind the plate for the A's, keeping everything in front of him. Beautiful evening in Great Bend. With a home opener, and we have some late inning push here. trying that backdoor breaking pitch, and it stays just outside. And a full count on Carson Humphreys with Walker out at second and one down. A's leading 5-2, bottom of the sixth. Payoff pitch is outside, ball four. That's Great Bend Recreation Commission for the walk. And there's been a couple in the inning. And now we'll see Luke Nohinnick for the first time.
Now batting for the Batcats, the catcher, number 14, Luke Nohinnick.
He's a freshman out of Northeastern Texas Community College. Both runners moving, and a throw to second, out by a mile is Humphreys. It was a double steal, but Humphreys on a good throw from Hammond is out number two. I believe that was ball one to Nohinnick, who hit .315 at Northeastern Texas, or Northeast Texas. And a swing and a miss. Had 8 doubles. He drove in 26. Grounder too short. Gregory to first, and they got him. There's a little collision there. And it will be out number 3. So the Batcats threaten the caught stealing and the ground out. They will strand 1, and we're through 6. 5-2 Dodge City. You're watching Great Bend Batcat baseball. New pitcher for the Batcats. He's the Barton Cougar, and he was a Batcat last summer. Tyler Stuhlsatz. You're going to see a lot of slow curves, breaking pitches from Stuhlsatz. He was used very little this spring. Made just 3 appearances for the Cougars. Through 3 innings pitched, did not allow a run, and struck out 3. So he'll get some work this evening with the Batcats trailing 5-2 here in the top of the 7th. And I also believe this is a new A. No, excuse me. That is Velasco. Double check the number. He has been in there from the beginning. He is 0 for 2 with a walk.
Leading off the 7th inning for the A's, right fielder number 16, Isaiah Velasco.
So Velasco will lead off against Stuhlsatz. Fouled out of play for strike 1 by Velasco. And we've had nobody chime in with a guess at our trivia question tonight. I'll bring that to you again. Slow curve hit high in the air to center. And there's out number one. Trying to see if that is still Brazel. I believe it is still out there in center field. There's been some changes. That's Edwin Severio. He has been hit twice and has a sacrifice fly and 1 run scored. Slow curve goes down in the zone for ball 1. In our trivia tonight, what former Batcat played for Barton and Grand Canyon University and is now pitching at the Double-A level in the New York Mets organization. Here's a little pop-up into center. There's Brazel again. That is out number 2. And it is Paxton Huff to the plate. He has walked twice and popped out to first. Again, if you know that answer to the trivia question, you can text me 620-897-7060. We'll give you a shout out if you include your name here on the broadcast tonight. We'll do that throughout the season. And another fly ball. Looks like Brazel going to make all 3 outs, and he does. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Stuhlsatz out on the hill. And it's 7th inning stretch time tonight here in Great Bend at just before 9 o'clock, 5-2 Dodge City as we head on to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom half of the 7th inning, 5-2 Dodge City. We'll see a new DH leading off for the Batcats. That'll be Elias Leon. And he is from Windcrest, Texas, a freshman at Temple College. Limited at-bats, went 2 for 11, did have a run driven in this spring. Now he will get his first at-bat of the summer. We had both coaches and the umpires together between the innings. And right now I don't even see the home plate umpire. So we'll have to get him back in. And a big thank you to Big Tent Fireworks. They are No. Are we playing without a home plate umpire? We are. We got one umpire. I do not know what happened. So you're calling balls and strikes from the middle of the field. Interesting. Interesting. And we're wondering if that one hit him. I do not know if that was illness or it almost had to be. And I think the coaches agreed to let the umpire call from the middle of the field. That is fouled off, and it's 1-2. I do not believe I have seen that before, but why not? We've had some strange things. Scoreboard was working earlier in the week, not tonight. We've gone down once on our broadcast. There's been some strange things going on, so why not go with the field umpire calling balls and strikes? It's a little chopper foul. Well, as I said, I saw that the coaches and both umpires were together for quite a while between or in the middle of the seventh. I said I have to think of a sickness or injury or something. Sharp grounder to third. A nice backhand by Kang. That's a nice play down at third. We're out number one. And I'll bring to the plate a new batter. Brazel, or no, excuse me. That is Caleb Cowan. And a pop-up. And right side of the infield out on the grass. Silverio makes the catch, out number two. And now it will be Peanut Brazel to the plate. Singled and scored in the third. And he grounded out to first in the fifth inning. Oh, breaking pitch just misses, ball one. And the 1-0, down and away, 2 balls, no strikes. We did get a correct response to our trivia question. Get to that here in a moment. And down and in, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Brazel reaches. We'd then be back to the top, and this would be Joey Marker. He'll be batting for Tony Moore, and he will. That's a 4-pitch walk, the third issued by O'Connor. Brought to you by Great Bend Recreation Commission. And now it's Joey Marker to get his first at bat. And he's a returning Batcat from a year ago. This year at Marshalltown at 206. Homer doubled a couple of times, drove in 6. And he hits one high in the air to left. Huff towards the line in foul territory. And it will fall foul for strike 1. Again, Dean Mance from assistant coach at Little River High School gets the correct answer. That was Zach Thornton, and the former Cougar, and also from Grand Canyon University, now pitching for the Mets at the AA level. Appreciate Dean listening tonight. A couple of the Little River kids from this year's squad on the team. Logan Rankin, we saw Spencer Strecker pitch earlier tonight. As Marker down in the count, 2 strikes. And he'll shoot one through the right side of the infield. Brazel will stop at second. That's the third hit of the game for the Batcats. Now I want to double check. I think Dodge City's still stuck on 2. They got 1 in the third and 1 in the fifth. Yes, 2 hits. That'll bring a trip to the mound for Dodge City. Let's see if we have a call to the bullpen. Our calls to the bullpen tonight have been brought to you by Eagle Radio. Batcats with 5 pitchers so far. TJ Shaw is due up and will hit. We get to Kyle Walker's spot, we'll see another new batter. Looks like Logan Rankin's got a bat. He's going to be a Cali Tiger. Spent a lot of time with a great broadcasting company, Leg Ladder Video Productions, out of our Kansas City. They cover all the Cali games. We do a lot of Region 6 sports coverage. Let's see if TJ Shaw can dig into this 5-2 deficit. For the Batcats, he'll foul back the first pitch. Shaw is 0 for 3. He's flown to left and right and popped out to short. Yeah, great crowd on hand tonight. Huge tailgating out in left field. Everybody's got the lawn chairs sitting in the back of the trucks. About picture perfect, really. Nice light, cool breeze. That one down, and the runners can't advance. Or did it hit him? It hit him in the foot. Again, we've got the field umpire is calling balls, and he's calling everything. Let's just put it that way. Our plate umpire between innings had to leave. I'd have to think illness. And now we will see Logan Rankin hit for Kyle Walker. And we will be facing a new pitcher. So Dodge City going to go to the bullpen. Again, those are brought to you by Eagle Radio tonight. So O'Connor will go 3 2/3. He gave up the 1 hit. He struck out 1 and walked 3. And I believe if I see the number correctly, it is going to be Carson Rep, lefty out of Lake Erie College. I think I'm seeing number 7 out there. Again, next home game coming up on Wednesday. There'll be a lot of baseball out here. If you can come out early, 4:30, the 14 and under Bombers are going to play the 14 and under Buhler Nationals, followed by the first conference or league game of the summer, the Batcats and the Rebels. And that evening it will be Baseball Bomber Night. You can register for the Blue Reef Summer Chevy Equinox presented by Eagle Radio, courtesy of Mater Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. That's all coming up on Wednesday night. Carson Rep, the lefty at Lake Erie College, hailing from Powell, Ohio. He's going to come in with the bases loaded and 2 down. In the bottom of the 7th, Batcats are trailing 5-2. They desperately need a base hit, and you're going to have a lefty-lefty matchup. It's a pretty good call to the pin here to face Logan Rankin. And Logan at Little River High School this year, batted .607. He had 5 homers, had 6 doubles, drove in 39. That was going into regional play, or into the semifinals of regionals. And again, he'll get his first at-bat of the summer. So a huge opportunity. There are 2 down. We've had a walk, a hit by a pitch, and a single.
The bases are full of Batcats for the pinch hitter, number 15, Logan Rankin.
And we'll see if this will be a heavy dose of breaking pitches as lefty-lefty matchups. It can really become hard on the batter. A really good slider, curveball pitcher. Right now, you just need a nice little place single out there. You could get 2 home. Trying to make this a 1-run game. There's the curveball, and you get the high strike. And again, can't complain too much. The umpire calling that ball's in strike. He's behind the mound right now. And we are down to 1 umpire. And that one went fastball way up top. 1 ball, 1 strike. Great evening to be at the ballpark. And breaking pitches outside at 2 balls, 1 strike. And Carson Rep trying to put out the fire here in the bottom half of the 7th. Big swing and a miss on a fastball. Yeah, it's 2-2. And there's lead away infield, very deep. And a pass ball is going to make it a 5-3 ball game, moving the tying run into scoring position. Well, Bankers and Real Estate sponsoring Batcat Runs. We'd like to see him sponsor 2 more right here. Andrew Yee would bat next if Rankin extends the inning. And the count is full. Here's your payoff. Called strike 3. And the inning is over. We'll conclude with the Batcats getting 1 across the plate on 1 hit. And they will leave a 2 out there. So we're going to head on to the 8th inning. Now it's 5-3 Dodge City. And you're listening and watching a Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the 8th inning. Scott Hogan with you this evening here at Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. The A's on top of the Batcats 5-3. And it's Edward Gregory leading off against Tyler Stuhlsatz, who had a very quick 1-2-3 inning. And brings in that slow curve for strike 1. Grounder to second. That'll be Marker over to first. And there's one down. And now it's your catcher, Kevin Hammond, who is 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs, and he's flown out to left. In the A's, their 5 runs are on 2 hits, and that bunt attempt will go foul. Batcats there, 3 runs are on 3 hits. It's been one of those evenings, just the hits have been few and far between, and just as I say that, one is going to be pulled into left field for a base hit by Kevin Hammond, the third for Dodge City. Waited on the breaking pitch, able to get around on it. And he's aboard for Ethan Kang. And I believe we're going to also have a pitching change. I believe I saw a pitcher already run on. So Tyler Stuhlsock's evening will conclude through a 1 and a third. Gave up just the 1 hit. And didn't walk or strike anybody out. I think this is Carson Boer that's going to come on and be the 6th pitcher for the Batcats. Boer was here last summer. He came with Joey Marker from Marshalltown, also Clayton Feldman on the roster from Marshalltown Community College. So he will come on and be pitching to the 9 and 1 hitters.
Number 3, Carson
Boer this year pitched a lot at Marshalltown. He threw 51 2/3 innings, made 13 appearances. He struck out 45. He walked 31. His ERA was 6.27. And he'll try to keep this a 5-3 ball game. Right now the A's on top, and we're in the top of the 8th. So again, join us. There'll be lots of baseball here on Wednesday. We mentioned the 4:30 game. The Great Bend 14 and under Balmer team will be playing the 14 and under Buhler Nationals. And then the main attraction will be the Batcats and the Rebels. That's the home league opener for the Batcats. They'll be playing the Rebels. Let me double check that. I believe they're playing the Rebels on Monday. Got the full schedule here somewhere. Got a lot of papers. And we'll get that to you in a moment. And first pitch from Boer misses to Ethan Kang. He has been hit by a pitch, flown to center, and he has struck out. That is high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball in there. And following Kang will be Jacoby Radcliffe at the top of the lineup. And that pitch is a called strike 2. And went to a changeup, and that in the dirt. And the count goes full on Ethan Kang. Runner moving, and it is ball 4. Well, that throw does not matter. It'll be a walk and puts runners at first and second. For Jacoby Radcliffe. He is 0 for 2. He's got a pair of walks, a run scored, and an RBI ground out in the game. That came back in the second inning. His run scored was in the first. And he slices one into left. That's going to fall in. They're going to hold the runner at third. That's the A's 4th hit, and it's going to load the bases for Cade Colbreth. Colbreth is 0 for 4. He's got an RBI ground out that came back in the first inning. Now still just one down. And in the dirt, nice job behind the plate. That's Bohinnick right now. Or no Hinnick, excuse me. And the 1-0 is strike one. Oh, nice pitch came up and in, kind of on the hands, and a swing and a miss. Good fastball at strike 2. When you could use a strikeout here somehow, trying to find a way. And now a wild pitch. Pitcher covering, and the tag was late. It's 6-3. So now runners at second and third. At the 2-2 count on Colbreth. And he hits one slicing, but caught. We'll get another run home. The throw into third, a good throw from Brazel. But he is safe at third. That makes it 7-3. And give Colbreth his second RBI of the game. He becomes the second out. Now it is Blake Coleman, the DH. When he sprays one out of play right side for strike 1. On another wild pitch, we'll make it 8-3. So 2 runs have scored in the inning on wild pitches. So just when you're creeping closer, it was 5-3 when the inning started. And then one clear over top of everybody. And Boer suddenly struggling to find the strike zone. High fastball fouled out of play by Coleman. So at the 2-2 count, the bases are now empty. That's a called strike 3. Wheeler does record the strikeout and out number 3, but the A's will plate 3 runs in the inning and get them on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. We'll head to the bottom half of the 8th. 8-3 Dodge City as you're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom half of the 8th inning, it's an 8-3 Dodge City advantage. And coming up and due up for the Batcats is Andrew Yee, Carson Empress, and Luke Nohenick. And I do not think we'll see Empress. We'll see another pinch hitter in the second spot here in the inning. First, Yee is 1 for 3 with a single. He takes off the plate, ball 1. There's a check swing, and it will be ball 2. And the pinch hitter will be Lane French. He'll be hitting in the right fielder spot. That stays down for ball 3. Can we mention just one umpire out there? You're seeing correctly. No home plate umpire. And a good hard breaking pitch, strike 1. Now the 3-1. That was a half swing. I think it would have been a strike either way, and its count is full. This is Carson Rep. Be his first full inning of work. He got the final out of the 7th. Breaking pitch, waiting on it, fouling it out of play was Yee. So the kids, yeah. It's a fairly busy street along there where a lot of those foul balls go out towards the cemetery. Breaking pitch way outside, ball 4. Yee aboard to start the inning. And we'll bring up Lane French. He's one of your Hoisington High School players. He's going to be a conquistador at Dodge City Community College. He's listed as a utility player. He can play just about anywhere you need him to. And he gets his first swings of the season. And he'll take strike 1. Maybe a little bit up in the zone, but I tell you, it's a tough angle out there to try to call balls and strikes from the middle of the field. This one is a sky ball. Will it stay in play? It will not. Just gets out of play.
15-foot walk to the concession, and there's a 50-cent token waiting in.
So the count's 0-2. We've had a lot of pinch hitters, and it looks like it will be Nohinnick that will bat next. Two-strike pitch, swing and a miss. That will be the strikeout and the first out of the inning. And bring up Luke Nohinnick. Got his first swing back in the sixth and grounded out to short. That one stays just inside. And mentioned Nohinnick, a .315 hitter at Northeast Texas Community College. And the breaking pitch stays down. 2 balls, no strikes. I believe they're a Division II. JUCO College there at Northeast. As I mentioned, I was out all last week, called 21 games at the D2 College World Series in Enid, Oklahoma. Beautiful facility. Very, very well attended and really enjoyed it. They're playing a national title game tonight. Strike one to Nohinnick between Pearl River and Pasco Hernando State going at it tonight. And your 3-1, a called strike 2. And Nohinnick was starting to take off that elbow guard. He had to reattach it. And a breaking pitch yeah, is called ball 4. Brought to you by Great Bend Recreation Commission. Jim Loglass, the foul ball, had several others. That will be home run sponsor, extra base, hit sponsor. Elias Leon. Leon got his first at-bat in the 7th, bounced out the 3rd. And he hits a chopper to short. Only play will be first. And that gets both runners in the scoring position. They own the second out of the inning. Smart decision. They're at short by Gregory. And I think, is this not Cowan? I don't believe. Deacon Pomeroy. So Pomeroy will hit for Cowan. Pomeroy going to be a freshman at Oklahoma State. And he will take strike 1. And his dad, the assistant coach, Derek Pomeroy, new to the staff this year, along with Zach Dobbins and head coach Roger Ward. It's fouled back. And a low fastball, and it's a 2-strike count, 2 down, runners at second and third. 8-3 Dodge City, bottom of the 8th. We feel like to have any chance, you need to get these runners home. Fastball, swing and a miss. That will retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 left. And we'll head to the 9th. It remains 8-3 Dodge City on top of your Batcats. And we'll be back for the 9th after this break, as this is Batcat Baseball. Top of the 9th inning, opening night. Big crowd. They just did the 50-50 drawing. And our lucky winner, $430 tonight. As Carson Boer will stay on to pitch the 9th. Isaiah Velasco will lead off. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. First pitch is fouled out of play. So it's due up is Velasco, Silverio, and Huff for Dodge City. And a fly ball to center, pretty well hit. The catch is going to be made. I believe Brazel is still in center field. We've had a lot of changes. And one down for Edwin Silverio, who has been hit twice, has a sacrifice fly RBI, and has scored a run. And off speed pitch for strike one. And up in the eyes for ball one. And when we do get to our post game, we'll have your unofficial final numbers. We'll pick our Club One Fitness Player of the Game. And we'll also have the Big Tent Fireworks. So that's a 2-1 count to Silverio in the A's up 8-3. And a pop-up right side of the infield. And I believe now at first base is Pomeroy, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And now it'll be Paxton Huff to the plate. 0 for 2, a pair of walks, and a run scored. Good breaking pitch. Kind of a half swing, strike one.
Yeah, you know. What?
And a breaking pitch.
No way.
1 ball, 1 strike. There's a pop up into right field, a long run marker, and it's going to fall foul. And the count will be 1-2, bases empty, 2 down in the top of the 9th. And Boer is the 6th pitcher. That was pretty much the plan tonight. Non-league game, just try to get everybody some action. Check swing. Oh, ball 2. Really close on the outside corner. That's down and away. Did I miss a ball? I thought it was a 2-2 count. Apparently it was 3-2. So it'll be a 2-out walk issued to Paxton Huff. And ring up Edward Gregory. He's been hit by a pitch. He's walked, has a sac fly, RBI, and a ground out. Once again, you're saying just one umpire, the home plate umpire, a couple innings ago. Don't know if it was illness or what. Coaches got together and decided to continue the game with one umpire. So he's calling balls and strikes out there. And all the bases. Runner moving on the 1-strike pitch. Throw to second. Is off target and try to take third on the play. Throw in, tag down, got him. That will end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Last chance for the Batcats. We head to the bottom of the ninth. 8-3 Dodge City. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. All right, bottom of the ninth. 8-3 Dodge City. Peanut Brazel will lead off. It's due up. Peanut Brazel, Joey Marker, TJ Shaw. And trying to close the game out. Carson Rep misses inside, ball 1 to Brazel, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and he scored 2 of the 3 Batcat runs this evening. And it's outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And you'll get the high strike on the slider. And it's 2-1. Two one pitch, hit well into left center field. Long run, and the catch will be made by Radcliffe. He can cover a lot of ground out there, makes a nice play for out number 1. And that'll bring to the plate Joey Marker. His first at bat, he singled in the 7th, a single to right field.
Marker.
Fastball in there, strike one. He misses just inside with the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And TJ Shaw due up next. And then went back to the breaking pitch, caught the outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it looks like that's TJ in the on-deck circle. And they want this one up in the zone, and it was down low. It's 2-2. I guess that's where Hammond had his mitt set up high. And you missed your target. And the 2-2 pitch to Marker. Tried the slider and stayed out and up. So 3-2 to Joey Marker. And it's 8-3 A's in the bottom of the 9th. Bases empty, 1 away. You're on opening night. I have got a 3-2 count. I think that's what they're confirming. And the pitch from Rep. Maybe it was a 2-2 count. I had 3-2 on that pitch, but now it's 3-2. I was thinking that was a full count pitch, but and that will be a walk either way. The 3rd for Carson Rep. That's brought to you by Great Bend Recreation Commission. And it'll bring up TJ Shaw. He's 0 for 3. He was on base in the 7th after being hit by a pitch. He is flown out twice and popped out on the infield. And breaking pitch stays low, ball 1. It moves Logan Rankin to the on-deck circle. And low, ball 2. Logan Rankin, his older brother Tevin, went and played collegiately at Emporia State. I mentioned he'll be at Cowley College. Line shot in the left field, base hit. And Marker will stop at second. And Shaw with his first hit. And the 4th overall for the Batcats.
That brings up the 3rd baseman, number 15, Logan Rankin.
It'll be Logan Rankin. Came in as a pinch hitter in the 7th, and he went down on strikes. And first pitch inside, ball 1. Close to getting him. It looks like we'll have a pinch hitter coming up next spot, as that'll be strike 1 with the fastball. Looks like Campbell Coleman's got a bat. And we'll bat for Andrew Yee. Ooh, and a close one. And it is ball 2. And I think for the position he's in, calling balls and strikes, he's done pretty darn good, calling the entire field. It'll be down ball 3. Again, this isn't rec softball when you have sometimes just one umpire in the slow pitch leagues. And the 3-1 breaking pitch, swing and a miss. And that's my opinion, one of the toughest pitches a lefty can get in to a lefty. Let's see if he'll throw it again here. Payoff pitch to Rinkin. Inside corner, called strike 3. That will be the second out of the inning. And now we'll see Campbell Coleman.
Now up for the Batcats, number 26.
Played for Coach Ward at Ellenwood High School. Big swing and a miss. Coleman going to be a freshman at Northeast Texas. Pitch stays outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a little conference out on the mound. Again, 8-3 Dodge, bottom of the 9th. 2 on, 2 out for the Batcats here on opening night. So after the little conference with Hammond and Rep, there'll be a 1-1 pitch coming. Fastball stays up top for ball 2. It's 2-1. And stay tuned. The fireworks will be following the game. Good breaking pitch, a called strike 2. And a breaking pitch will end the ball game, a called strike 3. So the Batcats in the final inning, no runs on 1 hit and 2 left. So the Batcats fall in the home opener tonight, 8-3 to Dodge City and go to 0-1, and the A's go to 1-0. We'll take a break. I'll be back with your final numbers. We'll pick a Club One Fitness player of the game, all that after this break. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Well, folks, you hear the fireworks in the background here. And Big Tent Fireworks. As we're going to go ahead and do our quick post game here. As the Batcats call 8-3. As Dodge City got 8 runs on 4 hits, 4 errors, and 7 left. Ryan Pineo went 3, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. 3 2/3 for Francis O'Connor, 1 run on 1 hit. He hit 1, he walked 3, he struck out 1, and 2 1/3 for Carson Rep. He gave up no runs on 1 hit, he struck out 5, he walked 3. The Batcats, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 10 on base. Tyler Clements, an inning, gave up 1 run on no hits, a strikeout, and a walk. 2 innings for Spencer Strecker. 3 runs on 1 hit, he walked 3 and hit 3. 2 innings for Cooper Annan. 1 run on 1 hit, a walk, a hit batsman, and 2 strikeouts. Jacob Field went an inning, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. An inning and a third for Tyler Stuhlsatz, no runs on 1 hit. And an inning and 2/3 for Carson Boer. He gave up 3 runs on 2 hits. He walked 2. He struck out 1. As the fireworks continue, we're going to name we won't have an interview. When they win, we'll have an interview with our player of the game. And tonight, in his debut as a Batcat, it'll be Peanut Brazel. And he's the freshman from Temple College. He goes 1 for 3, a single, a walk. He scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Batcats tonight. So again, Peanut Brazel is our Club 1 fitness player of the game. And the fireworks continue. Remind you, our next home game will be coming up this Wednesday at 7 o'clock against the Newton Rebels. It'll be a Balmer's baseball night, and you can register for the Blue Reef Summer Chevy Equinox presented by Eagle Radio, courtesy of Mater Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, or come early at 4:30 to watch the 14 and under Great Bend Balmers play the 14 and under Buhler Nationals. So beautiful fireworks, I think now just concluding here in a Great Bend. Beautiful display again by Big Tent Fireworks. Fantastic crowd and atmosphere tonight. And it was Dodge City that will win it on the field tonight, 8-3. So again, join us Wednesday, again, shortly before 7 o'clock for more Batcat baseball. But saying a good night here at Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. This is Scott Hogan. God bless. We'll see you Wednesday.